further I get away from him, the closer my hips get, the less shoulder I have in here. And now I lock in, heels to the butt, knees come together, and into the chest here. I can hold this for a long time. Okay. Luckily he didn't pass out. That would be, again, this close. Wouldn't look good for HR. See, that's on him, that's not on me. Close guard position is pretty simple. It's just like this, okay? I'm on bottom, but I have my legs locked around my partner's waist here, like this, okay? And I have my legs, importantly, I have my feet locked here, okay? This enables me to, I can pull my partner down here, and I have a good chance from here to start to attack his upper body, either with my arms, which we looked at last week, or I can start to employ my legs more and actually look to attack my partner's neck with my legs here. So in order to get any of these attacks started, we need to break down our partner. I want him bend in like approximately 45-degree angle here, and I want his arms away from his body, okay? So how do I accomplish that? So when we start here, one of the things Theodore can do here is to prevent me from pulling him down with my legs here. He can put his hands here on my bicep, okay? If he puts them somewhere else, when I pull my knees to my chest and I just push his arms away, I can pull him in with my legs, pretty easy. But when he puts his hands on my biceps, when I try to pull him, these arms here, I run into these arms here and it's very hard to pull him in, it's very hard to grab onto him. So I want to clear the arms first, okay? So the partner has his arm here on my biceps. What I need to do is I need to get my hands inside, okay? And I need to basically bring his arms away from his body as I pull him in. So hands on the inside here. Now if I just try to go with my arms here, if Theodore, he really leans in and puts weight in my arms, I can't move his hands here. So I need to push him a little bit away by extending my body. Okay, so now he can't put the same weight on here. And as I swim my arms through here, I'm just gonna pull everything in and bring my arms over my head to pull him in here. If I just try to pull like this, he's going nowhere. Okay, if I try to push with my arms and pull, he's going nowhere. But if I push him away a little bit and then swim my arms through, I can pull my knees into my chest here and I can bring him forward. And this is the position we're gonna look to work from today, okay? So whether his arms are here, 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 I really don't give a shit. I just need my hands on the inside. Low here, look, hands on the inside, hands on the inside, hands on the inside, and I can pull, okay? Here, boom, easy. And in place, here, easy. Here, easy, okay? You need your hands on the inside so you can push his arms away, because his arms are what's holding him up. Here, his arms are on me. Now they're not on me, all right? That's the idea behind the move. So it doesn't exactly have to be hands in the bicep, but hands in the bicep is basically one of the best places he can put his hands, because that's where I really have to do an effort to swim everything in, okay? So however we got here, we swim the hands in, we pull him down. Now, what I'm looking to do is I want to weave a leg out and throw it over his neck. Now, in order for me to get there, first and foremost, I need to hold him in place. So I pulled him down. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a collar tie. So I'm going to wrap the back of his neck with my hand here, and I'm going to keep my elbow in tight in front of his collarbone here, like this, okay? This helps me. I'm pulling in with my legs, but I'm also holding his head here. So when he tries to pull his head away, he has to carry some of my body weight here, okay? So this helps me hold his head in place. Now, I would like to throw my right leg over his shoulder here, but we have an issue. We have an arm that's in the way, and this angle here is not that good. So I'm gonna take my hand and I'm gonna put it on the inside of his wrist here. Here. When I get the hand here, I can push it away from his body. If he tries to pull away, I'm pulling in with my knees, I'm holding his head. Okay, now, if I have somewhat decent flexibility, okay, maybe I could just throw my leg over here. But sometimes that's not the case, okay? I like to tell myself that I have a little bit above average flexibility, but Truth be told, sometimes you just need a good angle here, okay? The more my hips are lined up with him here, the longer the way is to throw this leg over. So if I can get my butt out to the side here, it's gonna be a much easier task for me to throw this leg over. Now, to get an angle with my hips, I can plant a foot on the mat, or I can plant a foot on the hip. And I'm looking to scoot my butt out to my left as I look down the mat to my right here. Okay? From here, I can push the hand away. I take my knee to my chest, throw this over, and lock my legs in something that looks like a close guard, but now I have his neck and his arm inside my legs here. This is a great position to attack from. So, here, notice the leg work. Let me see. Okay, so, look, plant the foot, but keep holding on to him here and scoot out. I can also put this foot on the hip here. Sometimes, when we're here, if I feel like he's really close here, it can be hard to throw this leg over. So I can put my foot on the hip and I can shoulder walk away from him. Now I have space to throw this over here. I cross my ankles, pinch my knees, pull them in, and now I have a good control where I can attack a submission. Okay. Foot on the mat, foot on the hip, whatever you can find here. And look, I'm scooting my butt out and away from him. Now I pull my foot through and I throw my legs over this back here, cross my ankles, pinch my knees, pull them in. I can keep holding on to the head if I need to, and now I'm in a great position to attack. We cleared the arm away, we just lock our legs here, okay? I'm crossing my ankles, just like with the close guard. I'm crossing my ankles. I'm crossing my ankles, I'm pinching my knees together, curling my heels to my butt, and really pulling in here. So everything's pinching in. When he's trying to move around in here, he's carrying a lot of my weight on the back of his neck here, on his upper back, okay? I'm not locking up my legs fully yet. And there's a very good reason for this, okay? Because one, if he's very broad-shouldered, and I just try to throw everything over here and lock, it's gonna be really hard to choke him in here, okay? Let's change the angle. So see, I want to use my legs. I want my hamstring pushing in on this carotid artery on this side here, and I want his own arm pushing in on this side. So I need everything compressed. If I just try to lock my legs up here, there's so much space here. It's very hard to create compression. So I need to compress everything together first. So having this little control here, which I refer to as the trap triangle here, this helps me hold him in place so I have time to adjust before I go for the choke, okay? From here, what we need is, same as before actually, we need to get our hips to a nice angle and we need to make some space. So look, my right leg is the one that's closest to his neck, so that's gonna be the leg that's choking him. Reach with my left hand here and I find my shin. Now my left foot goes to his hip so I can move away and create space here. See, when I move away and at an angle, look how his shoulder comes close to his neck here. Out here, there's so much goddamn shoulder in here. But when we go here and move out and away, we can bring everything together. So I'm basically doing the same thing with the foot on the hip, but this time I'm not moving my hips out this way. I'm moving them back and out this way here. This grab, holding the shin here, makes it hard for him to posture. Yeah. And look, when I feel like I can bring everything together here, I'm throwing my left leg over my shin, not my foot here. I might injure myself. Here, I'm good. And I can climb everything down, knees to the chest, and I can start to work the submission here, okay? More help, I can pull in the head and pinch everything in. Right. Look, here. I grab my shin. Don't grab your toes, you're gonna hurt yourself. Grab here. Look, foot on the hip, and I'm shoulder walking away from him, away, away, away. The further I get away from him, the closer my hips get, the less shoulder I have in here. And now I lock in, heels to the butt, knees come together, and into the chest here. I can hold this for a long time. Okay. Luckily he didn't pass out. That would be, again, this close. Wouldn't look good for HR. See, that's on him, that's not on me. At any time, he could avoid being rendered unconscious, okay? But he decided to test his limits while on camera. So, guys, I'm doing the same thing, the foot on the hip here, and I'm moving out. But this time, I don't want my butt out this way. I actually want it out here. So, here, let's not maybe try too hard to finish the choke, but look at grabbing this, moving everything out, 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 and you should be able to lock your legs here. Locking over my shin here, my heels go to the butt, knees come together, and I pull everything in. And I can hold this for a long time if I need to. So, here, I'm grabbing my shin, this foot is on his hip. Mushing everything together, lock, everything curls in, knees come together, and everything pulls into the chest, okay? Your partner should feel compression in the neck and maybe feel like they're getting a little bit dizzy. And before they fall asleep, they should definitely tap on you so you let go, okay? Let's try with a partner free. 1, 2, 3.